Okay, so you draw your damage, then that's one major action, and then you've got 2 minor actions.
Okay, shooting at him isn't a minor action, I guess.
No, shooting
Aiming.
is a major action.
Aiming?
Sure. Aiming is? So I aim at him.
There's no aiming
no aim.
action in the Quickstart rules.
Root already said freeze. Mm-hmm. So what should I say? Yeah. what he said.
It's good. Yeah.
The person behind the desk is now in initiative order. It's their turn, and they raise their dainty little elf hands and go, "Consider me frozen."
I already hate him.
Can I shoot him now?
Yeah, please, please. The guy needs to die.
So you want to shoot?
You're just enabling me. You know that, right?
No, but I'm not pulling the trigger, technically.
You're not enforcing the rules.
You-
I mean, you're not making the rules. You're just
You're pulling
enforcing.
the trigger of the troll. So.
Exactly. You're
I'm,
pulling
I'm,
my
not,
trigger.
I'm behind a statue. I don't even see what's going on.
Okay.
He's frozen and my name is Frostburn.
It's a good point. That is a good
From a
point.
player's perspective, I think it would be a good idea to talk to the guy, but I'm just going to shoot him for good measure, just to make a point.
So it's a new round. It's your turn because we're not re-rolling initiative between rounds. Take that, Shadowrun. And that's the new rules for 6th
There's a
edition.
new rule in 6th edition?
Yeah.
Yes. No reroll.
You don't
No
re-roll
rerolls.
Okay.
between rounds. And that's a lot of bookkeeping you
Yeah,
don't
that's
have
a lot
to
of rolling you
redo.
don't have to do.
Okay, so
Oh, we,
you now
No,
you
the
kind
new
of
rule is you don't have to roll initiative.
You don't have to roll initiative again every turn.
Okay.
yeah you keep the same initiative each new round unless something major happens.
What's his defense rating? Because
Because we have you've kind of dropped a step because first you decide what you want to do and then we look at the situation whether you get any edge.
first grab
So-
dice, not roll dice. That's at the end.
yeah.
Right. So you've grabbed your dice and you want to shoot this poor bastard. He gets a little bit of a better defense rating because he's behind a desk, which gives him a bit of cover, but it levels out at a 6.
So I've got 3 more, which means I don't get an extra.
Yeah, you'd need. You actually
4.
would need 4.
Yeah.
A difference of 4, then you'd get an extra edge.
Oh, hang on.
And you
Stop. Using
didn't-
firearms, I actually get 12. No, that's the attack rating. That's the attack rating that counts. It's not my skill that counts.
Yes.
No, you need the attack rating of
Yeah,
the gun
okay.
you're using, and
Which is 9.
Yeah, you've got a list for the different distances that you
Yeah.
can use the gun on.
Okay.
So-
So it's 9, and that means I don't get an
No
edge.
extra edge. Do you want to spend edge?
The only way I have to announce that before I roll is if I want to add my edge pool to the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and we could have done something like switch initiative. You can add 3 to your initiative if you want to for 1 edge, but
You can go even earlier.
yeah, you can go first.
More
test.
first.
More first.
First round.
First roast. No, that's fine.
Okay, so you want to shoot him. Then you use agility plus your proficiency in the weapon.
Yes.
Weapon skill?
So that was 10 dice, and I get to roll 2 more.
Okay, reaction plus intuition for defense.
It's all of the statues. That sound is just weird.
Yeah.
The statues
Okay.
are making sounds.
I
the echoes.
only got 2 hits,
I've got 6.
so you've got
If
4.
all of them are 6, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, looks nice. So you've got 4 in total. Then you have a damage for your weapon.
Damage value is 4p, apparently. Yeah,
Okay.
physical.
Yeah,
So
physical.
4.
It's not a stun weapon that you're using.
8 in total.
8 in total.
Can
Okay.
I use edge to increase the damage?
Let's look at that. There's a lot of possibilities to use edge. So not on 1 edge boost, not on 2 edge boosts. You could re-roll a single die for a 2 edge boost. You could buy an automatic hit for 3 edge. No, you can't add it to damage.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna let it stand at 8.
8 damage. Then he's going to try and soak that with his body, and he's...
Yeah, good luck with an elf buddy.
No, he's going to soak exactly 1. So you do 7 damage in one go.
That hurt.
That hurt
Probably.
a lot. For a split second, he has a look of quiet surprise on his face, because he thought by raising his hands and being snarky, he was going to be safe, and then you simply just shot him
That's what
point
they
blank.
always think.
And the only sound he then makes is a tiny oof, because the sound of your gun firing is drowning out anything else.
Yeah.
And he then slumps forward on the desk and tries to move, but he's very slow and sluggish, and he's already bleeding a lot.
Okay, so that's my mage action. My minor action is I move up to him,
Yeah.
training
You
a
move
pistol
up.
on him. Stay down, sucker! Not that he could.
His
rise.
answer is a
Yeah.
and he's bleeding on the desk. So some of the AR interface bits are starting to flicker.
Okay, somebody
Because-
needs to do something because I have no idea what happens now. I did my part, the shooting thing.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Don't be snarky or sarcastic with a troll, that never works. I want to... Can I have a look at what file the guy wanted to access?
Actually, that's exactly the file, the size, the creation date, and the name of the file. They match what you are looking for.
Oh, interesting.
Competition.
What a coincidence, yeah. So I want to shout at the other people who are probably going forward. So he's competition! So I don't actually have to look up who he is. Okay, so then I have a job to do, right?
Yeah.
I want to copy the file.
I guess do you want to do there was something in this round?
Well, I think I'm pretty shocked.
By my behavior?
Yeah,
Should have been used to it by now.
always nice playing the good guys.
Okay.
What? I think the good guys are outside. They are just unconscious, but they are
Exactly,
unconscious.
that's the
There
two
are
guys
good
move.
guys in this universe.
Well, ish.
Why-
Good-ish.
Goodish.
Good enough.
Okay. Then we can leave initiative order, because right now we're not in a fight or anything. We are going to count how many actions you take to do what you're doing, to have an overview of how long it takes and how long it takes for the poor sucker to bleed out. Okay.
Okay, well, someone could
Does anyone want...
stabilize him, maybe?
Yeah,
Not me, but...
he's trying to
Should
push
I eat
away
it?
from
Oh,
the
hang on a
desk, and the chair starts rolling backward from the desk.
Okay, sucker, you've got maybe 6 seconds before dying. Tell us why you're here and he's gonna heal you.
Yeah.
He spits out a glob of blood and saliva, wipes his face. I was going to steal something.
So are we. Who sent you?
Oh, a well-known Mr. Schmidt.
Sent the wrong guy. Anybody else here?
I'm kind of feeling like... Oh, I shouldn't look down.
Anybody else here?
Of my team? No.
Anybody else?
Okay, I'm prepared for healing before he drops to the floor.
He starts to slump. Rule-wise, he's not going to die right away, but
Yeah, exactly.
it really
So
doesn't look good.
But
He's gonna die
your
for shooting.
acting suggested.
fainting.
He's going into shock. That's
Why couldn't you open the file?
maybe not the right person for this.
Can say that.
I
again.
would say so. From behind the statue.
You're still behind the statue.
Yes.
Positive.
Okay. So you want to heal
I guess.
the elf,
Yeah.
and you want to hack into the system that's running on the desk computer.
Yes. Well, we're not supposed to decrypt it, right? The job was...
You are not
Just take
supposed
the
to go to decrypt the file.
Just take the file.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, these cards are new as well in this edition, right?
Yeah.
You want to say
come
something
again.
about...
What did you try to say with your?
These
You
cards-
haven't understood me. Just have to listen. Not my problem. These cards
Yes.
are new
Yes.
in this edition of Shadowrun.
Yes, they are. I actually don't know whether they're supposed to be an integral part of a system on the long run, or whether they're just a thing for the quick start rules, but they're supposed to make this easier to keep track of what you can do, the kind of actions you can take, the weapons you have, etc., etc. And also, if they keep it on the long run, it's another product they can sell.
So why wouldn't they?
Right.
Okay, I have to roll sorcery and magic with threshold. Threshold is a very interesting word to say with ET. Threshold of 5 minus essence, that's 3.
Well, it's target's
3
essence,
successes.
right?
What do you need?
I guess the targets,
No,
Targets. Target's
5 minus essence, oh, the target essence, okay.
probably.
Yeah. 5 minus what?
5 minus 5.
So 0. The good
Yeah.
or bad?
So you automatically you don't have to cross the threshold. You heal directly.
Oh,
good.
I don't have to roll.
Yeah. It's just harder to heal people that are cybered up.
Yes,
you can-
because you are healing people and not...
I understood.
And the
Okay.
net
Fixing
hits,
them.
The net hits heal the target rate. So it's just there's no threshold. You just have to roll the net hits.
Yeah, and we're just going to count the hits you do.
I have to roll anyway.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to roll because we need to know how well
many
you
hits you need to
heal
net
that
hits.
person. And if you
How
have a glitch,
patched up
something
you is.
interesting is going to happen.
Exactly.
Oh,
12
yeah.
dice.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be messy.
Can I explain how to magic as well?
Okay, that's your sorcery and magic. There you go.
You've got
Which
a
is
magic
6
attribute?
is your talent, that's your magic attribute, and that's the total. So
Okay,
that's what you need to
great.
roll. That's a dice pool.
Oh, it's awesome.
Just a roll.
Oh, that's a little one.
Oh, that's not...
The important thing is, are there
No.
half as many
No.
ones as you have dice?
No,
No.
4 1.
No, that's fine.
Then you're safe.
Okay.
What was that?
There's somebody in the room. I just heard a noise.
Well, it's Shadowrun, right? Could be anything. Could be ghosts,
Yeah,
could
right.
be other runners, could be
Okay,
anything really.
Okay, so it's 3 successes.
3 successes. So you're going to heal him for 3
Or
wounds.
3. 3 what?
3 successes.
3 successes.
3 physical.
Yeah. So he can erase 3 wounds on his
Okay.
condition monitor. Okay.
What am I doing in game? How does it work?
I'd have to look at the card whether you actually have to touch him, which could be icky. I don't know whether you're good with bodily fluids.
I just read the card.
Touching elves is always icky.
They're so sweet. They kind of gets
Range
That's a-
is touch, yeah.
touched.
Yeah,
You
just
have to touch
I
him.
just touch him and I think I mumbled something.
Yes, probably.
Which is essentially the,
So you're
that's
trying
your,
to
that's the
swirl
default
really.
mode of speaking,
Yes.
essentially.
And you mumble something. You're not a shaman. You're a hermetic mage. So
I don't have to mumble anything.
yeah, you can just
I
concentrate.
just concentrate.
Yeah, this is a mind thing, mind over matter.
How many fingers?
3, since you need 3 fingers to heal for 3 wounds. So yeah, you turn the key in the ignition of the universe, and the magic does as you want it to. And you see how some of the icky bits start to close inside the wound, and the flow of blood trickles away. So whatever you've done was successful. Not to make him completely hale, but
we don't need him healthy.
Nah.
We just need him alive. I don't know if we need him. We just promised him to keep him alive.
okay.
I just
Or we
said
could
that.
knock
I
him
didn't
out,
mean it.
Okay.
leave him in the room.
I presume we don't know each other for very long.
Obviously, since you were pretty surprised at
Yeah.
the very direct approach of the troll.
We met 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm called rude.
Yeah, I know why.
And not because he's very polite. I mean, it could be, you know,
I was
could be
wondering
ironic.
why
negative
Yeah.
sarcasm, something, but in this case, not really.
I mean, we are in Germany, so I didn't wonder about your name.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
I mean, gender fluid troll. I don't care.
We're accepting that. Okay.
It's very forward thinking of you.
Okay. So, Zipfile wants to hack the disk, which is a computer.
I think it's a Jewish name, actually.
Rude.
Yeah.
Yes. Biblical one at
Yeah.
that.
Great.
He does all the erasing, so I don't need my eraser, it's fine.
Okay, grab your dice.
Yes, 4.
You want to... I guess you want to control the device? Or do you want to go ahead and hack it?
I probably need to... Well, if I control it, I still need an access code to access the file, right?
Yeah.
So I
You
probably need to
can do
hack
a
it.
two-step thing. If you first gain control of the device and then hack it, you have complete control. If you hack a device without having control, you only get basic access.
Okay, so...
Hacking the device in that case is just the desk, right? It's not the actual file system. Because the file system has a defense rating that probably wouldn't allow you to just get in.
Probably.
Which is why you've got the exploit.
Okay. So I'd say go first with control device and then hack it.
Yeah, because control device would also allow me to erase any kind of log files or anything. So that would be good.
Okay, control device. That's electronics and logic versus firewall and willpower of the device.
Oh, should we also, like, is this also a thing where we compare, like, attack rating of my deck versus the defense rating
of the system you are trying to control? What's your attack rating?
7.
7. Yeah, the defense rating is a 5, so,
so
no edge for you, Mr. Go ahead.
Mr. Dwarf. It's always the small people, right?
Okay, I've got 4 hits.
Well, then I need to spend some edge, I think, because I only have 3.
So you want to use rerolls.
Probably.
What's your edge?
Well, I have 4 edge. I can buy a hit, right? With how many edge?
You can buy one automatic hit with 3 edge. For 4 edge, you can...
Reroll all
that would have been a yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
For 4 edge, you can add your edge attribute to the dice pool and 6s explode, so you roll 6s again.
But you can
That's
reroll
great
failed.
mechanic. I've got edge too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you can gain edge.
Okay.
You also, and keep that in mind, you can kind of try to maneuver in a better position or things like that, and then you can also gain edge because you have thought about what you're going to
It's
do.
essentially like an advantage in D&D, really. It's like getting into a
Basically.
superior situation. I think you can re-roll failed dice.
Yeah, for you can buy one automatic hit for 3 edge. You can reroll 1 die for 1 edge. You can add +1 to a single die roll for 2 edge.
Well, that doesn't even help with all the 3s I have.
How many hits have you right now?
So then I should, if I use all my edge, because why not? Well, I should probably.
It's just for the scene, right?
Yeah, whatever. So if I use all my edge, and you say that 6s explode, also the 6s I have already rolled, or just the new ones?
No, you would have had to use that before you.
Okay,
rolled.
so
you can kind of rewind, go because you didn't know about the usage of edge.
Oh yeah, technically I did, but I forgot. But
well, I mean, you just try to control the device. You failed. Nothing necessarily happens. You just roll again, right? It just takes time.
Okay, sure.
And
it just
then
takes
you
up
take edge for the
time,
next roll.
and it adds to your Overwatch score, which is the
that's
countdown until
successes,
he's
but
going to be kicked out of the
I think
system.
that's a bit further away.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to keep what's happened. Yeah, the system did what it did for the elf, and it says, all the icons and all the representation is very bland. This is a new system that's been set up, and no one's decided on some kind of cool metaphor for the icons yet. So everything's just white glass and chrome stuff that looks very industrial and modern and boring.
Okay. You will hear a lot of mumbling and a lot of cursing.
And nothing happens.
That amounts to stupid thing doesn't make sense.
I'm just grunting.
Yeah.
I think it's part of the job.
Does the elf have a deck as well?
He actually has something inserted into the desk that seems to allow someone to have remote access, which didn't work.
Okay.
Maybe something in the building is shielding it. You don't know.
Okay.
You can keep it, just let it be, or you can you plug it out.
I'll just plug it up.
Looks expensive.
Yeah, take it.
Okay. Do you want to
This is
try?
mine now.
You want to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's the second major action.
Can you look around?
Yeah.
More rooms here.
Okay, I go back to the door.
Wow, that's worse. That's way worse.
Then you want to use edge this time around?
Yes.
Well, I got 4 hits.
Consistent?
Consistent, yeah.
You're not going to go anywhere with that.
No. Like, what do I use my... I cannot... Even if I use my whole edge pool and everything is a success, it doesn't even work.
You've got exploit, which lowers defense rating, which would be a legal action, but I think this is now why you have that, because you can actually lower the defense rating of that.
So
Well, it's just rating, right?
You can load the program onto your device.
It's just a rating, right? Oh, but that would actually
That would
get
give
me
you 1
edge.
edge.
That would give me edge.
So for the next action, we consider that loaded.
Okay.
So
Because it's just defense rating.
Exactly, and using this program considered illegal, so use... Okay, if you overclock, then you get your 2 dice to any matrix action. Can you load 2 programs?
how many you have to look at the...
Programs 8.
I can load 8. I have 8 slots.
You have 8 slots, so that's 2 slots, right? Or is it...
I think so.
Take up more slots than that?
Doesn't say either on my cards or on my sheet, so I don't think so.
Yeah, let's assume it can run 2, because it's an expensive deck, so let's assume it can do that.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so you have exploit, which lowers defense rating, which gives you an edge die.
Well, an edge.
For the next action. So
an edge for next
you
action.
want to look around?
And you get
as
this
soon
for
as
2
you
extra
have-
matrix.
It's stable, I just put him back into a chair or something. Or lean him against the statue.
Okay, you can lean him against the statue.
Yeah.
He kind of slumped out of the chair, you prop him up.
And then first I go to the door and take a look or listen if someone is approaching.
Then you roll on perception. And initiative, intuition. Yeah.
What about intuition?
Intuition plus perception.
Intuition plus perception?
That's already the rating.
Oh, okay. That's 2?
Yeah.
You think you heard something in the stairwell.
Okay, I can't...
Since that's beyond a metal door, you're not entirely sure, but it might be someone on the stairs.
The door is shut at the moment? Or is it still open? I don't know.
To the room you're in? It's open.
We know that we shut the door. So.
Stairwell from the outside, like where we came from? Or
Yeah.
okay. Maybe it's...
Okay, in next round I cast invisibility and take a look.
Okay. Now we're going to go back to you. So you get an edge point. We're going to mark them with dice that make no sense in the system.
Runes, of course.
So you've got 1 extra edge pool. You have 4.
Yes,
naturally.
now
You have 5.
What's that die from?
That's actually...
That's not really a game die. That's from
No.
That's from a computer game.
That's a decryption die.
It's from Whispered World.
Yes, you're right. I only knew it was a Daedalic game.
Yeah.
And I have no use for them.
Okay, so I am going to use 2 programs. You should note that on my Overwatch score.
Yes, 2 illegal programs.
Yes, I am going to exploit. That's why I got the extra edge. And I am going to overclock. So my matrix actions have 2 additional dice, which I've already grabbed.
Okay.
So now the question is, what can I do with 5 edge?
With 5 edge,
I am asking before I do anything.
it means that for me, 2s also count as glitches.
Oh, that one, yeah.
That is one option for 5 edge, or you can create a special effect. Game Master's discretion.
Oh, yeah, sure. So any other like just having 4 more dice?
You can add your edge pool.
Yeah.
And 6s explode.
I can negate one edge of you.
I haven't used edge yet. So, yeah, you can do that.
I'm just going to keep it and hope that it works out better than before.
Okay.
I already have 2 additional dice.
Good. I've got 3 hits.
Oh, well, that's not consistent of you.
No.
I must admit.
You've got 2 less.
I
You've
used
got 2
it.
fewer dice, right? Because you defend.
No, it's just rating.
It's just the rating.
Just rating.
That's weird.
So I can use edge. Does that help?
You have 4 hits.
I have 4 hits.
So you actually win the comparison. So
Does net hits help me in any way?
not according to the Quickstart rules.
Okay.
You now have control of the device.
Okay.
And if you want to bend it to your will, you should hack it next.
Yeah.
Although being hacked into a device also adds 1 point per round extra to your Overwatch score.
I know. And that's spicy, because I don't have a lot of time now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things I want to do.
You want to go invisible.
What about him? What about Groot?
I'm just gonna look at the elf with a pistol.
He looks
He's probably used to
back
that.
at you,
Getting looked at
and he manages to craft an expression on his pretty elven face that is somewhat chagrined, a little bit hurt, not physically too, but also a little bit like, my feelings are hurt that you just shot me. I'm a gentleman. Why did you do that? And he manages to convey that all with just a look.
I completely ignore anything he's doing, other than moving or trying to do.
He's not moving.
Okay,
He's
that's fine.
he's reclining against one of the hideous statues.
I'm pondering still shooting him just
Again.
because the way he looks.
Okay, you don't like the pretty people.
I don't like him.
You don't like
Specifically.
him specifically. Okay.
I'm a non-discriminating motherfucker.
You know what we didn't do with the
Drain.
We didn't do drain.
Yes.
Yes.
I realized.
The spell you did. Spells tire you out. You heal someone and you have a drain value for the spell.
3.
He anti-heals
3.
you back.
3.
3. So you have to resist drain, and for that you use magic plus logic. Logic because you're a hermetic mage.
11.
11.
How many hits?
Enough. 3.
Yeah, you don't need more than 3.
Yeah.
5 and 6 is hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 is, yeah.
Yeah, then you didn't get any drain.
Oh,
Drain,
right.
drain is stun damage that you get from casting spells. Okay,
Oh,
so
Stun damage, not physical.
Now I try to cast
Invisibility. Okay, what are the rules for the invisibility spell?
Jan said I rolled 12 dice.
Roll 12 dice. It's,
Yeah, and
it's also
whoever tries to spot me
Yeah.
has to roll against my
net hits.
net hits.
Okay,
It's
Yeah.
not very hard.
It's 3 ones and then two successes.
2 successes.
Two hits.
That's your net hit. So anyone who tries to spot you will have to have at least 2 hits.
Yeah. And
to
what
see.
about drain? Again, 11?
What's the drain
Maybe you want to
value?
re-roll some dice with edge because
Yes.
2 is really not
I-
that
yes.
impressive.
Don't have that much edge. I have,
Oh.
Okay, we can try. I have 2 edge. What
Do
can
you
I
have
do
any
with it?
4s?
I have
Yeah.
2
2
4s.
4s. So we
Then
could
you
use-
can buy. Then you
buy
can
one, right?
By a plus
buy
one
one
with.
more by just taking the die and put a +1 on it and turn it
And
into
that-
a
How much does
5.
that cost?
That's a 2 edge.
So that's one. That's
That
3
works.
successes.
Wow.
Oh, that's one more.
Okay.
But
Better
that's
than a
one
reroll.
one guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Hit.
better than a reroll.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so
3.
3 total hits. Does it say whether people have to meet the
Threshold.
threshold?
It's a threshold.
Oh, it's a threshold. Okay.
So what about drain? In this case, drain value is 4.
Yeah.
Drain value is 4, and then you take your
Same
the
as
same
before,
number
basically.
of
Yeah.
dice as before, magic and logic.
And roll better.
4.
4. No drain again.
Works.
How long does it last? Because the spells have changed. You don't have to support it yourself. It's just going to last for a certain amount of rounds before.
Duration is S. I guess it means short.
Or sustained.
Sustain.
Sustain.
Or maybe that's a 5.
It's a 5.
Or maybe
five?
that's a
No,
five.
it's an S.
it's a 5.
5 rounds?
That's a strange 5. Your font is all over the place.
No, it's a 5. Yeah, we had that problem already.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's a
okay.
5.
Okay.
Sure.
Because usually
Yeah.
it should just say how long it takes.
Yeah, it's a 5.
That's a sustained spell.
Yeah, I claim it's an S, not a 5.
Yeah, it's a sustained spell.
Yeah.
You for everything else you do while you sustain
Thank
it, you get a -2 on all your rolls
Yeah.
apart from.
I just want to walk around, so I
different-
can have fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you heard something from the stairwell, then maybe it's worth looking there
Yeah.
as well. Because
Yeah.
Okay, so
I turn slightly invisible.
yeah, it's more like a fake predator effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going back to
Yeah.
Zipfile. You want to hack the thing
Hack
so you
the
have
thing.
full control.
Yes. And do I want to use programs? No, I don't want to use programs. I want to use my edge pool. So I want to hack the device, right? So I
Yeah.
get full access, can copy whatever I want, and
Yeah.
have a look at some of the log files.
Yeah.
still want to do overclock.
Why?
Yeah. Does it? How much is the Overwatch score? Like 10, 20, 40?
Well, it's
You can go
every
up to
defense
40.
hit adds one.
Up to 40.
Yeah.
Up to 40, and every defense hit adds one. So that's why it's really bad that she rolled four hits
so just
twice
a
in a row.
Sweet time. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
8, 11. So we're up to, let's say, about 25 by now. Okay.
Well,
Well, the
Yeah,
problem is
probably.
the more rolls you have to roll, right?
that's true. That's true.
If it happens again and the defense rating works, then... So I would go in full force and just try to do it in a one swift move.
Okay,
Okay.
sure, but I can not exploit because I don't care about the extra edge. Well, I do next turn.
Okay, so you don't want to lower the defense rating, but you're going
no.
to keep your extra die.
Yeah, I'm going to overclock and I'm going to use 4 edge, was it, for the edge pool that explodes, right?
Yes, right.
And that's a pre one, correct?
That's a pre. So you give me 4 of your edge.
Yes. Oh yeah, I don't have to mark them even. It's perfect.
Okay.
Even though it's not candy, which is sad. But
So
whatever.
you add 4. That's your natural edge to the dice pool.
Yes.
And the
it's
6s are going to explode.
And it's cracking, right?
Yeah,
is
that's
it-
cracking.
That's cracking. That's even more dice. So I get 10, 12 for my cracking value. Then I get 2 extra for my overclock, which is an extra Overwatch, and 4 extra for my edge pool. That should work, right?
Let's
But it
see.
sounds good.
It sounds good. That's always the case. You ever seen 10 ones? It's not 10 ones. Oh, wait, 6s explode.
Yeah.
So we need to keep track of my.
I've got 4
my
hits on defense.
That's another 6. That's a lot of 6s. That's another success. Another hit, yeah. Okay, so now my 6s explode. Please remember 4.
That's, 7
So it's-
successes so far.
7 so far.
And
8, 9. 6
9.
explodes. 9.
Yep.
9.
9 hits.
Yeah, you easily take over the device.
Not even hard. Like once you figure out all of this,
Once you get through the whole Matrix thing, that's fairly
no
easy.
colors, no icons, no identifiers,
Just
nonsense.
threw you off initially, like
It's
you're looking.
easy. It's that's made for elves. That's all.
It's not pretty enough for elves. That's why it's got a problem.
Okay. So, actually, now finding the data you're looking for is easy breezy.
Yes.
You don't have to roll for that because the elf was already trying to access it. You now have full control of the system. And you can see that he actually triggered an alarm.
Oh, great, guys!
Silent one.
Guys, we should probably keep moving because that guy did not know what he was doing.
Stupid idiot.
The
We should
pathology
also
troll.
consider leaving him here so that people have someone to find who triggered that alarm.
With a bullet hole in him.
I probably didn't shoot myself with that kind of gun.
I'm gonna shoot you for yourself. That's fine. I'll take that.
As soon as you look up from your work, you see I'm standing in the door frame
Yeah, kind of.
and I'm
Wibbly
obviously trying to get invisible, but I'm still there. You can absolutely see me.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, well.
You know that I'm there.
No, you need at least 3 successes, which is not a given. That's fine.
So they probably are going
My
to see
point
when
is-
you
my point
move.
is I didn't warn you. I just wanted to say, don't worry, I'm still here. You can't see me, I know. Well,
Okay.
I haven't
Oh,
left. I
okay.
haven't left you.
Oh, he
I
does.
just turned myself perfectly invisible.
He does that thing with the over-explanation again.
right.
I see.
Yeah.
Words.
And you also wanted to snoop around
Yes.
and go to the
And
stairwell.
now I'm leaving. Yeah.
Okay.
So
First, he tricked us into
when-
believing you're still there.
when
and
he's
now you go
rummaging
away.
around inside the machine
So just
spirit, yeah.
what I want to do is I want to copy the file, and I want to have a look at the log files to obviously erase my intrusion if I can, and have a look whether I can see where the remote access came from, or if it just says remote access came from the device that was inserted.
It came from the device that was
Okay.
inserted.
Then I just want to know what kind of device it was. And since there's already an alarm triggered, there's no use breaking the thing. I can just leave it running.
I have the device in my hand.
Yeah,
Just,
but then I want to know what kind it is. It probably
Yeah,
says something about what kind of device it is. You were just, it's a device, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I took it. So
Yeah.
you can look at it in my pocket, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
Actually, the system doesn't know a lot about the device because it's obviously custom made. So the data you pull out of there is interesting, but you can't really come to
Well,
any direct conclusion.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
So you have the data. Do you want to do anything else with it, or
Well,
you're not supposed to decrypt it, but you know you can do whatever you want.
Even if I wanted to, I probably shouldn't do it right now, and I probably should jack the hell out.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, checking out is not in it.
I know.
You don't have to roll for that. You're just going to wash your hands off the system, go away.
Yes, but clearing browser history is very important in the world of Shadowrun.
Also in the
Because
world of
God is always watching, right?
God is watching. Yeah, and you have quite a tally
Yes.
in Overwatch right now. Okay, so you're at the stairwell.
Yeah.
You want to listen again? What's going on? Or
Yeah. I guess.
Then you going for another perception roll, but you've got a minus 2.
Minus 2. The perception was not very good.
Obviously.
4. Yeah, great.
One success.
One success.
1 success. You hear someone counting down on the other side of the door.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
5.
Two more.
I run back to the office. And I scream, they're coming!
And then you hear something hard hitting the door behind you very forcefully, and it opens easily with bang out onto the floor.
I try to jump back into the office.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You can just move into the office, and while you do that, you can still get a short glimpse of people in the uniform of a local security that are now coming into the corridor. 2 of them have already their guns up, and 1 is dropping a quick access bar to the ground and also reaching for the firearm.
I'm assuming you tell us what you see.
I already told Mary I'm shouting, they're
They're
coming.
coming, they're
Okay.
coming. So there's a
Is
blur.
that-
Is that,
Okay.
that not exactly enough for you?
That's a little vague, to be honest, but okay.